Hello everybody, it's BBKDRAGOON. We're back with another grand Halo adventure. It's Halo 5 beta gameplay. I went back on the hard drive this week, dug this stuff out. Yes, I held on to a few games from my time in the beta. Man, have I been thinking about Halo 5 a lot lately. And the topic of today's grand adventure is why I am not worried about Halo's future. In a sea of what seems to be negativity, an ocean full of complaints, and it's like, man, MCC can't cut a break. The reason there wasn't a grand adventure last week was because MCC's not latest patch, but the second to latest patch messed up parties. So much so that they had to cancel not only the first, but the second online HCS Cup. The first one they canceled a few days before it. It was like, man, super negative. Everybody was bummed and pissed off, and but they've resolved it. No big deal. The reason I'm not that worried, about Halo's future is because MCC, yes, it's left a nasty scar, okay? Especially with the diehard Halo fans. It's left a nasty little scar. The fact that it launched so poorly, took so long to get fixed, it's still ridiculous, some of their choices, blah, blah, blah. It was a Frankenstein project to begin with. If it seems too good to be true, probably is. Now, I'm not saying in some alternate universe that MCC could never have worked. No, I definitely believe that MCC could have been a product that worked, been something that just from day one was exceptional. But here's the thing. Even if MCC went off perfectly, it wouldn't really change like a whole lot for me. Yeah, I would have played quite a bit more Halo during the first few months. But at this point in its life cycle, I'd still be looking forward to Halo 5. As much as I love classic Halo and playing the old Halos again, I've done it. I've done it a lot. You've probably done it a lot if you're a longtime Halo fan. Look, I have participated in a lot of repopulate days. If any of you are, from the era where I did the original, but I was a part of the original Halo 3 repopulate day, definitely shout out in the comments. That happened like in 2012, I think, in April. Did a 12-hour stream day, and I had over like 600 concurrent viewers on Twitch. We held an average of like 350 viewers for most of the day. It was insane, and it was during early Twitch times, and I was just running Halo customs, Halo matchmaking, talking with Halo players all day long. It was a great time. But after that, there's a ton of repopulate days. Look, I have gone back and played Halo 3. I've gone back and played Reach. I've gone back and played some Halo 4. And as much as I love those games, I crave something new. I do. I just simply do. And, I'm going to link in the description. If I forget to, no big deal, just Google it. A Beyond article that came out. Talks about MCC, I think 6 months later was maybe the title. And it is a huge, great article. Shout-outs to whoever wrote it at Beyond. It's a great article. It gives all the details on what went down with MCC, when the patches came out, how it's been affected. And, look, there were so many studios involved and not enough oversight. They put all these little things together that just didn't mesh. It didn't fit. It was outsourced to basically everybody but 343, which is why I'm not that worried about Halo's future. I'm not putting that much weight or emphasis on Halo MCC. I never was. I knew it was going to be fun. I didn't know it was going to be as chaotic and broken as the matchmaking was. But even if it wasn't, this was not going to be like the only game I was going to be playing over the next few months. So anyway, the Halo 5 beta went off so smoothly and was a lot of fun, to be honest. For me, it was a little bit bad timing. You guys know I do a lot of Destiny content here, and The Dark Below had just come out like a month earlier, or it's like 3 weeks earlier. So I was still like putting a ton of time into The Dark Below. But like, honestly, the connection was great. The search times were great. The ranking was great. 60 FPS, and the game just as a whole felt great. It was a Halo. It didn't feel like MCC. It felt polished. It felt like a really polished beta. Regardless of like what you think of Halo 5 settings, or if it's just absolutely spitting on what the old legacy of Halo was. I didn't think so. I'm ready for something fresh, new, and fun, and we're only got a taste of what happened with Halo 5. And to be honest, look, I think Halo has a bright future. MCC hurt, but to be honest, MCC hurt the core fan base and people who really pay attention on YouTube. Outside of that, I don't think it did as much damage as people give it weight for. Okay, let's use a comparison. There's bad Call of Duty games. Ghost sucked, according to like most players. I didn't touch Ghost because of that reason. There's MW3 I did not jive with. I did not get into MW3, but I love Black Ops, and I love COD 4, and MW 2. So you can have a franchise that's been around for a long time that just has some blunders. And MCC, the multiplayer side of it, it's a blunder. But it was a blunder that was made by like a lack of oversight and outsourcing everything to the point where when it all came back, it just didn't jive. Man, I've been working full-time now for a year, all right, in a professional setting on a lot of projects that involve multiple people. It can be an absolute cluster muff. I'm starting to understand how these things happen, and they can happen pretty easily. If you have a manager who's not taking charge the way they should, things can easily get out of control. What I do know, I'm super excited for Halo 5, and I had a really, really good time in the beta. So, over the course of, like, the next few months, you're probably going to see everybody's focused shift to Halo 5, especially after E3 in June. That's a good thing. Okay, I know a lot of people are upset and they think MCC needs to be 150% resolved first. I just don't think that's going to happen, but it doesn't. My love of Halo never hinged on MCC. Was I bummed? Yeah, I was bummed. But is it ruining my everyday or my perception of Halo as the franchise? It's not. And it's weird because you got a lot of people like the Halo YouTube scene is dead. Look, I saw this after Reach. And I saw this after Halo 4, okay? There's obviously a fall off when there's not a whole lot of content to produce. So, yes, the Halo YouTubers right now aren't making a ton of content. Maybe I should talk about that. I think I will talk about that, actually, in the next Halo Grand Adventure. Hope you guys enjoyed this nostalgic footage. It got me hyped for sure. I'd love to know your comments, thoughts on this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and we'll see you next time. Some of the best sets I've ever heard are from opening DJs, not the actual headliners. Headliners can get away with playing anything they want, and kids go nuts. Like, that's how it works. The people are there to see the headliners, they lose their minds. But if the opening DJ is picking, like, the best tracks, doing these great transitions, and